Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Powerful Quotes. Today, we're diving deep into the profound teachings of Stoicism, exploring how this ancient philosophy can guide us in matters of the heart. So, buckle up as we unravel the secrets to never begging for love and allowing everything to unfold naturally. If you're ready to embark on this philosophical journey with me, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell for more insightful content. Now, let's get started. Understanding Stoicism. To truly grasp the Stoic approach to love, we first need to understand the roots of this ancient philosophy, a world where the great minds of Greece, from Seneca to Marcus Aurelius, contemplated the nature of life and human existence. Stoicism, born from these reflections, teaches us the art of living in accordance with nature and reason. At its core, Stoicism is a philosophy that emphasizes virtue, rationality, and acceptance. It teaches us to focus on what we can control, and to let go of the rest. As Seneca once wisely put it, true happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future. Now, isn't that a timeless piece of wisdom? Let's hear from the Stoic masters themselves. Epictetus, a former slave turned philosopher, believed that we cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. Think about it. How often do we find ourselves entangled in the external, forgetting the power we possess over our reactions? Now, why bring Stoicism into the realm of love? Because love, at its purest, is an emotion that transcends the external. It's about inner connection, shared values, and, yes, virtue. In a world that often romanticizes desperation, the Stoic perspective challenges us to seek strength within ourselves, rather than desperately seeking it from others. Love and the Stoic perspective. Now, let's confront a harsh truth. Begging for love often leads us down a path of emotional turmoil. In the pursuit of external validation, we may compromise our sense of self, engaging in behaviors that are contrary to our values. As Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. Stoicism challenges us to find fulfillment within, recognizing that external circumstances, including the reciprocation of love, are beyond our control. This doesn't mean forsaking connections, but rather approaching them with a mindset rooted in self-sufficiency. Epictetus reminds us, make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens. Central to the Stoic perspective on love is the cultivation of self-love and virtue. Seneca, in his wisdom, declared, "He who fears death will never do anything worth of a man who is alive." Similarly, in love, the fear of rejection or abandonment can hinder our ability to express genuine emotions. By focusing on self-love and virtue, we fortify ourselves against the external winds of uncertainty. The Stoics emphasize that virtue is the cornerstone of a fulfilling life, and this applies equally to our relationships. Marcus Aurelius stated, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself." In your way of thinking, virtue, according to the Stoics, is not just a moral code, it is a guiding force that shapes our interactions and choices. Now, how do we practically cultivate inner strength and virtue? One Stoic practice involves mindfulness, being present in the moment and acknowledging our reactions without being enslaved by them. Another is the practice of gratitude, recognizing the value in both joy and adversity. As Epictetus wisely noted, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. Cultivating inner strength. We're delving into the heart of Stoicism, the cultivation of inner strength and resilience. Picture this as your toolkit for navigating the complexities of relationships. Armed with the timeless wisdom of the Stoics, Stoicism equips us with practical tools to build inner strength. One such tool is mindfulness. As Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. Mindfulness involves being fully present, acknowledging our thoughts and feelings without being consumed by them. Another key tool in our Stoic toolkit is gratitude. Seneca once said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future." Gratitude directs our focus to the positives in our lives, fostering contentment and resilience, even in the face of challenges. Let's ground these concepts in reality. Imagine facing a challenging moment in your relationship. Instead of reacting impulsively, a Stoic would practice mindfulness, acknowledging their emotions without being ruled by them. This approach allows for a thoughtful response, promoting understanding and growth. It's fascinating to note that modern psychology echoes many Stoic principles. The concept of mindfulness, for instance, has gained significant recognition in therapeutic practices for its ability to enhance emotional well-being. Stoicism, in essence, becomes a bridge between ancient wisdom and contemporary psychology. Now, let's apply this Stoic mindset to relationships. Epictetus wisely stated, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." In the realm of love, this means recognizing that while we can't control the actions of others, we have absolute control over our own thoughts and reactions. Stoicism encourages us to strike a balance between independence and connection. Rather than seeking external validation, we find strength within ourselves. Seneca's words resonate here, "He who is brave is free." In the context of relationships, bravery involves being true to oneself, unshackled by the need for constant affirmation. Now, let's dive into practical exercises to cultivate inner strength. One powerful practice is the Stoic Journal, a tool for reflection and gratitude. Each day, jot down moments of gratitude and instances where you exhibited inner strength. Over time, this practice becomes a testament to your resilience and growth. To illustrate, consider a common relationship challenge: communication breakdown. A Stoic would approach this with mindful listening, acknowledging their partner's perspective without immediately reacting. This intentional response fosters understanding and builds a foundation of trust. As we wrap up our exploration of cultivating inner strength, remember that these Stoic practices are not just philosophical concepts, they are tools that empower you to navigate the ebb and flow of relationships. Letting love unfold naturally, we're unraveling the beauty of letting love unfold naturally, a concept deeply embedded in the Stoic philosophy. Picture this as the art of surrendering to the flow of life, embracing connections without force or desperation. Stoicism teaches us the profound art of acceptance. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, noted, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." Applying this to love, it implies that happiness in relationships is not dependent on external conditions but on our internal state of mind. Consider the pitfalls of attempting to control love. Epictetus wisely remarked, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." Trying to control external factors in relationships often leads to frustration and disappointment. Instead, the Stoic path invites us to focus on our own responses and choices. As Seneca articulated, true happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future. Let this be our guiding light as we navigate the often unpredictable terrain of love. It's not about anxiously trying to mold the future, it's about finding contentment in the present moment. Imagine love as a dance, a fluid, ever-changing movement where partners respond to each other's cues. The Stoic philosophy invites us to engage in this dance with serendipity, embracing the uncertainty and unpredictability. In the words of Epictetus, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." Stoicism teaches us that true freedom lies in embracing what we cannot control. Seneca expressed this eloquently when he said, "He who is brave is free." In the context of love, bravery involves releasing the need for constant reassurance and allowing connections to evolve organically. Let's ground these Stoic principles in a real-life scenario. Consider a budding relationship where both individuals are learning about each other. Instead of pressuring the connection to conform to preconceived expectations, a Stoic approach involves appreciating the unfolding journey, trusting that each step is a part of a greater dance. As we navigate the intricacies of love, it becomes evident that there is profound beauty in allowing connections to unfold naturally. The Stoic mindset invites us to see relationships as a tapestry woven by the threads of shared experiences, values, and growth. Marcus Aurelius captured this sentiment when he remarked, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." Balancing intent with detachment is a key aspect of letting love unfold naturally. Seneca wisely pointed out, true happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future. This doesn't mean passivity, it means being actively present in the moment, engaged yet unburdened by the need to control every aspect of the journey. Stoicism offers practical exercises to cultivate the art of letting go. One such practice is the premeditation of future evils, where we mentally prepare for potential challenges. This Stoic exercise enables us to face uncertainties with resilience, recognizing that we can handle whatever comes our way. As we conclude our exploration of letting love unfold naturally, remember that this Stoic philosophy is not about passive acceptance but active engagement with the dynamic nature of relationships. The role of virtue in relationships. We're diving into the profound realm of virtue in relationships, a cornerstone of Stoicism. Imagine virtue as the compass guiding our actions and interactions in the intricate dance of love. Let's explore how embodying Stoic virtues enhances the fabric of connections. Before we delve into its role in relationships, let's define virtue in the Stoic context. Virtue, according to the Stoics, is not just a set of moral principles, it is a guiding force shaping our character and actions. Seneca captured this essence when he said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present, without anxious dependence upon the future." Consider virtue as a moral compass directing our choices and responses in relationships. Marcus Aurelius highlighted this when he wrote, "Very little is needed to make a happy life, it is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." In love, our way of thinking, guided by virtue, influences the quality of our connections. Let's draw inspiration from the Stoic philosophers on the significance of virtue in relationships. Epictetus stated, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This highlights the virtue of wisdom, listening attentively before responding, fostering understanding and empathy. One of the virtues central to Stoicism is courage. Seneca, in his timeless wisdom, proclaimed, "He who is brave is free." In the realm of relationships, courage involves expressing vulnerability in authenticity, laying the foundation for genuine connections. Embracing courage allows us to navigate the uncertainties of love with resilience. Let's consider how the virtue of wisdom plays out in the dance of love. Wisdom, in Stoicism, is not just knowledge but the practical application of understanding. Picture a scenario where a disagreement arises. The wise response involves thoughtful consideration, recognizing that disagreements can be stepping stones to deeper understanding. Justice, another Stoic virtue, is about fairness and equity. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, mused, "Very little is needed to make a happy life, it is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." In relationships, justice involves treating others with respect and fairness, fostering an environment of mutual understanding and support. Temperance, the virtue of moderation and balance, is crucial in the context of desires and expectations. Epictetus wisely advised, We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. In love, temperance involves balancing our desires with a realistic understanding of what is within our control. Let's anchor these Stoic virtues in a real-life scenario. Imagine a situation where a partner makes a mistake. The Stoic virtues of courage, wisdom, and justice guide the response. Courage to address the issue, wisdom to understand the root cause, and justice to approach the situation with fairness rather than blame. The beauty of Stoic virtues lies in their interconnectedness. Picture them as threads woven into the fabric of relationships, creating a tapestry of understanding, compassion, and growth. Seneca's words ring true here: "He who is brave is free." The interconnected virtues work in harmony to foster resilience and freedom in love. How do we practically cultivate Stoic virtues in our relationships? One powerful exercise is the Virtue Journal. Regularly reflect on moments where you embodied courage, wisdom, justice, and temperance. This practice not only reinforces virtuous behaviors but also enhances self-awareness in the realm of love. As we wrap up our exploration of the role of virtue in relationships, remember that Stoicism isn't just a philosophy, it's a guide for living a life of purpose and fulfillment. We approach the conclusion of our deep dive into the heart of Stoic love philosophy. We've traversed the wisdom of the Stoics, exploring the pitfalls of begging for love, the cultivation of inner strength, the beauty of letting love unfold naturally, and the role of virtue in relationships. Now, let's distill these insights into practical takeaways for your own journey in love. In our exploration of Stoicism, we've learned that begging for love often leads to emotional turmoil, while the Stoic alternative encourages us to find fulfillment within ourselves. Cultivating inner strength through mindfulness and gratitude becomes our Stoic toolkit for navigating the complexities of relationships. Letting love unfold naturally, as the Stoics suggest, involves acceptance, courage, and a balanced approach to desires. The art of surrendering to the flow of life, without trying to control external factors, becomes a cornerstone of Stoic love philosophy. Virtue, the moral compass in Stoicism, plays a pivotal role in relationships, embodied through courage, wisdom, justice, and temperance. These virtues guide our actions and interactions, creating a tapestry of understanding, compassion, and growth. Cultivate inner strength. Embrace mindfulness and gratitude as daily practices to fortify your emotional well-being. Let love unfold naturally. Practice acceptance and courage, allowing connections to evolve organically without excessive control. Embody virtue in relationships. Strive to embody Stoic virtues, courage, wisdom, justice, and temperance, in your interactions with others. Balance independence and connection. Find the courage to be true to yourself while actively engaging in the dance of relationships. Reflect on Stoic wisdom. Regularly reflect on Stoic principles through practices like journaling to reinforce virtuous behaviors and enhance self-awareness. As we conclude this journey into the heart of Stoic love philosophy, remember that Stoicism isn't a rigid set of rules, it's a guiding philosophy offering timeless wisdom. Whether you're navigating the early stages of love, facing challenges, or seeking to deepen existing connections, the Stoic principles we've explored can be a compass on your journey. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of love through the lens of Stoicism. If you found this journey insightful, don't forget to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more content on philosophy, personal development, and the art of living a meaningful life. Until next time, may your journey in love be guided by the wisdom of the Stoics. This is From Powerful Quotes signing off. Take care, and remember, the path to a fulfilled life begins within.